The American Ballpark Road Trip is an independent production. All views and opinions expressed are that of the show's producers and host alone. The American Ballpark Road Trip does not claim any ownership of intentionally or unintentionally disseminated copyright material displayed, recorded, or utilized within the show. Hey Ballpark fans, Nick Terry here for the first mini-sode of American Ballpark Road Trip. I am at Kauffman Stadium, the K, home of the Kansas City Royals, here on the 75th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's reintegration of Major League Baseball, and a very special Jackie Robinson Day where all players in Major League Baseball are wearing the number 42. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and welcome to the show. Kauffman Stadium has called Kansas City home since 1973 when it was opened as Royals Stadium. It's regarded as one of the best views in Major League Baseball and has hosted 2 All-Star games and games in 4 different World Series. With a 360-degree concourse and gates surrounding the stadium, fans are able to enjoy the outfield area, including the Monuments Park, with life-size statues of Royals legends, as well as entertainment for the entire family, and amazing field views. Don't forget to stop and say hi to Ewing and Mariel Kauffman, whose original ownership of the Royals formed the foundation of what the franchise is today. Be sure to arrive at the game early to enjoy fun and games in the outfield, and catch a live recording of the pregame show. And don't forget to take your little Royals fans to the Outfield Experience Kids Zone with Slugger's Mini Golf, the Game Arcade, and the Little K. Kansas City has a long history of professional baseball, from minor league to major league, and even the legendary legacy of Negro Leagues baseball through the Kansas City Monarchs. They are the team with whom Jackie Robinson started his pro baseball career. And it's all free to view at the Royals Hall of Fame and Museum, just down the right field line. You can see the seats from Municipal Stadium, which hosted baseball before Kauffman was even thought of, and even the roots and history of the Royals as a franchise after the Athletics left town in the 60s. Legends of every era of Kansas City baseball abound, from new stars to old stars, and even the Kansas City Blues, the Yankees' longtime farm club, and slugging catcher Salvador Perez. The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum even gets in on the act. But not all the legends are on the field.
It made him a stronger, more compassionate, and kinder person, okay? I adore Mathew. I was his usher, and basically I did a lot of bouncing. There was a working section there, and that's where all the scouts were home and away were. And so they had to watch every ball, every bat, everything. Okay, so my job was to move people out, sometimes not as gently as I would have chosen, out of the aisles during play. Now, after play, then Buck loved to sign autographs, especially for children. And if you gave him a ball to sign, he wouldn't give it back. Oh, no, no, no. He'd say, back, and he'd throw it to you. So you got to catch a ball from the Negro League. It's really incredible, okay? So one day, I'm standing beside him, and this woman comes up, and she says, Buck, do you remember me? Uh-huh. Okay, and this is my son, whatever. Do you remember him? Uh-huh. It turned out that she and her son had met him at a charity event the summer before. Well, the child was crushed because he hadn't been able to get an autograph, didn't have it. So he brought a ball just for Buck to sign. So, Buck signed it and threw it to him and, the whole bit. So after they gone, Buck looked at me and says, baby, did you see what I just did there? I says, well, what did you do, Buck? He says, that woman wasn't asking me if I knew her, if I remembered her. She was asking me, was she important to me? Everybody is important. Don't forget. Okay? So fast forward over 5 years, it's opening day. And Buck is dead at this point, okay? Opening day to me is like a combination of a carnival and the first day back to school. Okay? Everybody's in first place. Everybody's undefeated. Okay? All the people that you've missed are there, and even the ones that you didn't miss so much, it's been long enough, they're not on your last nerve anymore. So okay, anyway, so here I am, and in my section there was a lot of handicapped people, okay, and I was merciless to them. Everybody has time for the pretty babies, the wealthy people in coach. Everybody else is mine. It's my philosophy. If you come within 6 feet of me, you're fair game. And the slower you move, the more time I've got you. When we had 9/11 here after that, the Royals made special window clings. Well, I was bumper stickering all their wheelchairs and stuff, but I had a ball. Anyway, so I was, preparing my seats for everybody to come in, and all across, like 3 sections down, I heard this, Nancy! And I go, hi. And this man comes running, this big man. He says, do you remember me? Uh-huh. He says, okay, well, do you remember my friend? And he gave me a name. He says, oh, yeah. He was in a wheelchair. You guys used to sit right there. He says, he died in the off-season, but he made me promise that I would come and tell you how important you are. All I can say is thank Buck. He was the most kindest, compassionate, and he taught me so much.
Don't forget to check out the Royals' hard-earned hardware, like Frank White's gold gloves, and the 2015 World Series ring, and the trophies from both World Series wins by the Royals in 1985 and most recently 2015. From Boulevard Brewing Company brews to restaurants and concession stands, the Cape provides just about everything a fan might want to eat, including Kansas City barbecue. And why not in a city with over 100 barbecue restaurants and franchises? And don't forget to stop by the Royals Team Store on the main concourse behind home plate for all of your Royals merch, gear, and in-store exclusives. As first pitch time neared, we made our way to our seats in dugout box section 134 along the first base line. As you can see, there isn't a bad seat at Kauffman Stadium, and those legendary outfield fountains are always in sight. And don't forget to check the massive Crown Vision video board for stats and insights. now it was time to play ball. And we didn't forget the reason for the day, Jackie Robinson, and his struggle becoming the first African American major leaguer in the 20th century. Thank you, Jackie. Each game, Kansas City Royals fans are entertained by Slugger, the Royals mascot, a lion with a crown built into his mane. He's been entertaining fans at the K since 1996.
Unfortunately, the Royals fell 2-1 to the Detroit Tigers, but we enjoyed an amazing Jackie Robinson Day at the ballpark, commemorating the 75th anniversary of the reintegration of Major League Baseball. I hope you enjoyed this first Mini-sode of American Ballpark road trip. Stick around for full-length episodes as the 2022 season and many more progress. Hey Ballpark fans, Nick Carey wanted to wrap out this episode. I am about to get on the plane to go back home from this amazing trip to Kansas City, had the opportunity to stop at this installation at a local grocery store in the Kansas City area celebrating the late, great Buck O'Neil. Now they have some merchandise available, and some of those proceeds are going to go back to the museum in Kansas City, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, and there is also a special art piece that folks can bid on or auction, but it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime stop to be able to see this and tip a cap to Buck O'Neil, the legend here in Kansas City.
To learn more about the legacy left by Jackie Robinson and carried by his wife Rachel, check out JackieRobinson.org. It's the official site of the Jackie Robinson Foundation that provides leadership development programs and scholarships for college students.